What's up, guys, and welcome to Ben Brandy, or formerly known as Off-Road Recon. We are bringing you a fake video here because this is the third time we've done it. So we recorded this whole clip already, and voice recording is disabled because that's an option on this camera, which is really cool. So now we're just getting that in our truck, and we're gonna drive around fakely and try to record this fake.
It's gonna be great. You're gonna love it. You won't even know it's not real.
Except for what I just told you.
Except for that part.
So, without further ado, this is our top 5 things that we took away from the MOORE Expo in 2022. And okay, number 5, we're gonna go with the Conqueror
overlanding
camper thing.
That's a sweet looking rig, man.
It's fun.
Looks like it.
Take a look inside.
All right, I will.
Very cool idea.
That's fine.
Probably not for us, just because I like the kids having their own setup and their own bunks, and this doesn't have that option. However, it's light, it's nimble, it's got all the stuff you need for overlanding, and it's just, above all, a really cool setup. We got some video of the outside and the inside, and it was the first overlanding trailer / camper thing that I looked at. So,
A lot of features, really awesome, and a nice cool tent feel inside, I think.
So, without further ado, let's go on to number 2. 3, 4.
Oh, number 4.
So number 4, we put on the list all the overland rigs that are in a parking lot. And if you haven't done so already, check that video out right up here, because it is pretty cool to see the ingenuity and the things and the way that people MacGyver things together that work for them and their setup. And I think that we always kind of have fun looking at that, looking at everybody's different builds.
You could also go and check out all the YouTubers' setups, which is cool.
All the YouTubers and the creators and storytellers are all out there, and which they all have the means to make pretty cool setups that fit their needs as a creator. So there was a lot of that, a lot of the cool parking lots. We won't get into a whole lot of detail on that, because you can click this video right up here and go watch it for yourself. It's only 5 minutes long. Check it out. Number 3.
Number 3 is the Coyote Mesa system. They have a rack thing.
Like legs for your rooftop tent.
Okay, let's do this again.
So,
You could,
legs that fold down, so you don't always, like for us, for instance, we really enjoy setting up a camp and then going out and doing like an evening ride or going on an adventure and stuff like that. But we're always bound to our camp because our tent is stuck. So, really cool idea. They've put together some legs that fold down and you drive right out from under your tent, and then you can pull back in it. I think it's an awesome idea. It's something I'm really excited about. We'll see, how it's going to work out and things like that. Maybe we'll look into getting a set of them. I don't know. But if you want more information on that, the website's in the link in the description, and go check them out, because it looks like a cool product.
useful for any tent, they say.
Useful for any tent, it says.
Well, they only have one model, so I guess if it doesn't fit your tent,
and it seemed pretty rickety, but I don't know if I was checking it out too early or if it hadn't been set up properly yet or what. But keep that in mind. I started shaking it. It was like leaning. So, number 2, and this is a tough one because I really battled back and forth with both of these. But ultimately, gosh, I still don't even know. Those are so close between 1 and 2 for me. But number 2 on our list for this video is Opus. Opus is making adventure trailers, cargo or camping trailers, whatever you want to call them. Pull behind RVs, off-road campers. And anyway, they're awesome. Now, the one hang-up that we have is the damn weight of them. So, anyway, the one we were looking at is like a bunkhouse. It's got bunk beds in it for the kids. It's got a bed up front. Your full kitchen is outside, which is awesome because you're still kind of staying in tune with nature. And then your bathroom and all that kind of stuff is on the inside. And above all, just a really quality setup. They are a new subscriber on our channel, and they follow us on Instagram now. So if you're watching this, Opus, we might be interested in checking some of your stuff out. If we can fit it in, I guess is the biggest thing. It will obviously have to be pulled with our truck, and we'll have to do some kind of rad overlanding setup with a pull behind in our truck, which I am kind of excited about doing because, as I mentioned before, I really want to start doing some mountain biking. And if we could set up a camp, that would also, or if we could set up an RV, that would free up the back of our truck bed to haul mountain bikes in there.
And if the whole kitchen setup and everything's already attached to your trailer, you got everything you need on there.
So cool. I could see us doing a lot of trips in an Opus. Which also brings us to our number one on the list. That is, you don't even need to tell me, Extrusion Overland. Now, what caught my eye about this, again, coming back to the mountain bikes thing, they had mountain bikes mounted on the sides of their overlanding racks. And if you have seen my other video when we did our rack build on my truck, if you haven't, it's right here. Click the link up here, or the link will be in the description. We built a pretty badass overlanding rack for our truck. My only complaint has been with it since day one was the weight of it. Thing is built out of steel. It's heavy duty. I was noticing their racks before I even spoke to them or knew anything about the product. I noticed the mountain bikes hanging off of them. It caught my eye. That's where this video came from. However, they came over and approached us at our booth the next day, and long story short, we are doing some partnering with Extrusion Overland, and they are partnered with Diode Dynamics, which is a light manufacturer. We're doing some really cool stuff, and I don't want to give away too much, but I will tell you this: in the upcoming months here, we will be building a complete new setup on our F-150, and it's going to have a really cool way that you can haul 2 rooftop tents. Very sleek looking, very stock looking. Anyway, look for that video, stay in tune. If you're looking for a rack for your build and you're doing it already, go over to their website. They have a ton of different customizable options for every rig basically possible. And if not, reach out to them because they would love to put something cool together. The guy over there's got an engineering background and he's just a whiz with all that stuff, and I'm sure he would love it. So that took our number one spot just because they are so their willingness to kind of build custom stuff, which is what it's all about, and you know, fits our needs.
And their website says that they build custom, so they specify the measurements, but they use some of the same components, keeps the cost down to have standard parts, but then they have you put in your measurements and everything for your model of truck, so it's fits well with your needs.
That's right. And one of the things always about these companies, it's like, no, this is the way we do it, and this is how we want it, and these are the parts that we offer, and this and that. They're not like that. It seems like they are willing to build something custom, do a custom job, and also come up with parts that maybe fit your needs that they've never even done before. Also, in case you guys didn't know, I have left my job of 10 years. I'm trying to do YouTube full time, so any help that you can give us is highly, highly appreciated. And, you know, maybe that's the form of a donation on our website. Maybe that's the form of signing up for Recon Riders on our website. Maybe that's the form of just sharing our videos and telling people about them. Spread the word. If you can't afford to do a donation, we understand. It's a tight spot for everybody right now. But if you could just tell everybody about our channel, that would be greatly appreciated. We cannot thank you enough, the ones that are watching right now. We have some cool stuff coming. We're doing a whole new build. So, like, all this stuff kind of cuts in the budget. We've basically already got a camper motorhome build setup, but we've kind of been thinking like we wanted to have a setup that people could relate to and build for themselves for cheap. So we're starting a whole new build process with cheap parts and a cheap vehicle.
And it's going to be awesome.
It's going to be really cool. If there's one thing you can take from this whole thing, guys, please tell people about our videos. Please share them.
Yes.
That's the most important thing. We hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to hit the like button. Subscribe to our channel if you're not a subscriber already. And like I said, share it. Because sharing is caring.